I've had the Adidas Boston 12 for almost a year now and have put well over 800k on them. But what makes this shoe my favourite daily trainer? Let's take the Boston out for a run. Hello everybody, my name is Casey Atkinson and I'm an 18-year-old runner who reviews shoes here on YouTube. And today we are reviewing the Adidas Boston 12. As always, we will start off with the specs, then the overview, how my experience was like running in the shoe, and then lastly how I've been using the shoe over the past year. Starting off with the specs, we have 38mm of stack height in the heel with 31 in the forefoot, giving us a 7mm drop. The Boston weighs 267 grams or 9.4 ounces and my men's size 9.5, which is a very respectable weight. It also comes in at a very respectable price for these days, coming in at 240 Australian dollars. For the overview now, the upper is an engineered mesh, which is made with at least 50% recycled materials. The top layer of the midsole is Adidas's Lightstrike Pro, with the bottom layer being an EVA in the form of Lightstrike 2.0. Sandwiched between these two foams is Adidas's Energy Rods, which is their version of using a plate but instead has 5 rods that follow the metatarsals in your feet. And for the outsole we have trusty Continental rubber, which Adidas uses for the majority of their shoes. So how's my experience been like running in the Adidas Boston 12? And as you heard from the start of the video, this is my favourite daily trainer over the past year. So much so that I don't even use it for daily training, I just save it for long runs, and over the last year, about 80% of my long runs have been done in this shoe. I just love the combination of the Lightstrike Pro, Energy Rods and EVA on the bottom. The Lightstrike Pro gives it good softness and energy return, where the Energy Rods give it good stiffness and pop off the toe, and the Lightstrike EVA on the bottom is firmer, which keeps the shoe stable underfoot. I also really like the upper on the Boston. It is really stripped down and lightweight, which makes it really breathable. And yet the upper is still comfortable and it also fits true to size. The combination of all these factors just make it the perfect shoe for my long runs. No matter the distance, no matter the pace, it just works really well for me. The Continental outsole works really well. After 800 Ks, there's practically no wear on it, and this leads me to think that Adidas could have put a little thinner layer on just to reduce the weight of the shoe even more. The overall durability of the shoe is also holding up really well. The foam doesn't feel as poppy as it used to, but will still be very much usable even well past 1000 Ks. But as with every shoe, there are things that can be improved. And as I said before, the upper is very minimal, and this also goes for the heel counter, which caused me blisters on my right heel. I got blisters on my right heel for quite a while in the shoe, until the materials wore down a bit more and became softer, and then the problem eventually disappeared. Another thing that I would have liked is to have a bit more Lightstrike Pro in the heel, which would just make it a bit softer. Just some more Lightstrike Pro in the heel would make the shoe feel even more plush and just that little bit better. So how have I been using the Boston 12 over the past year? And I've kind of already given this away, but yes, I've been using it for just long runs. The amount of cushioning and responsiveness just lends itself so well for my long runs, which I like to do at a moderate pace. I don't use it for workouts, although you can, and I know some people do, but I'd rather use a more specific workout/race shoe, which would be in the form of the Adidas Takumi CN10. And for my recovery runs, I just prefer something a little bit softer, such as the New Balance 1080 version 13. So I just find that the Boston fits itself perfectly into the long run shoe category for me. And at $240, it is a great alternative to the Superblast 2, which is an eye-watering $320. So that was my full review of the Adidas Boston 12, one of my all-time favorite running shoes, and I hope that Adidas don't change too much for the upcoming Boston 13. If you enjoyed this shoe review, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It would mean a lot, and I'll see everyone in the next video. See ya!